I was born in Vietnam. My family immigrated to the US when I was in 5th grade. And then in 7th grade, I moved to Westminster. And then I attended Johnson Middle School. After that, it's Westminster High School. So that's my experience with Westminster, or as I like to know it, the wrong side of Orange County. Overall, I didn't have a good experience and lived there for a big chunk of my life. And we stayed there until I was in mid-20s. And then we finally able to move to Irvine. And I don't plan to come back to that place. I know that after the fall of Saigon, the US, I think, was the biggest country that allowed the largest number of Vietnamese immigrants to come to the US, and they settled us in what we know now as Little Saigon. Well, first thing is the home prices. It's a little bit worrisome. Many of us, in some sense, are getting priced out. So that's the biggest change that I've noticed. But in terms of like the schoolings and stuff, things weren't good back then, and things were still not good now. So that part, the good part hasn't changed. The food. So I live in Irvine for quite a period of time now, and I talk to a lot of people, and when we start talking about Westminster, one of the first things people will go like, oh yeah, I just went there recently for the food. And it's pretty wild that that area is known for the food, whereas in Irvine it's known for its school and all of that stuff. It's like I wish things could change in that sense. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just like many immigrant community, it's very difficult to get acclimated to living in the U.S., putting yourself in a situation where you can thrive, or just even the basic, being able to support yourself without needing governmental support is a challenge. I just wish that we can get one good schools in the area. And I say good, I don't mean like subjectively talk about good. Just give us one, and we can overcome a lot of our challenges. Well, I think the shopping mall is called Phước Lộc Thọ. That's where you first immigrated there. You got to visit that place. Before the pandemic, I mean, that place is a bustling place. Oh, it's like I mentioned before, it's a place to go to get good food. There was this businessman. He opened, I think it's a video store. He placed a picture of, I think, Ho Chi Minh, either in front of his store or inside his store, that just got the community riled up. Like, so we had a big protest, and we see people in front of the store like bawling, like crying, all of these pains that I guess they were able to suppress. They just couldn't do it anymore or whatnot. I don't know. I can just only guess. And it went on for like the longest time. I think several weeks, I believe. Now, personally, the first day that I went to school in the US, it was a Vietnamese counselor. I remember the first ever question she asked me, and I still remember to this day, was, do you want to continue 5th grade or be placed in 4th grade? It'll be interesting to know how different it would be if my answer were different. Being looked down upon by my teachers. I remember trying to get into an AP class, AP Chem. Man, they don't know how to support the students, or at least they don't do it the way that I think educators should be doing it. We're destined to fail or something. And they made me doubt myself. Give us one good school, just one, right? Like, I don't know, it's the wrong side of Orange County for the wrong reason. Like, the way I see it now is like, this is the place that just drains your energy and suck away your motivation. And, you know, before you know it, whatever your aspiration or whatever your inspiration, they just fade away. It doesn't have to be that way. Geographically, we are not that far from Irvine. Kids in Irvine, they get to go to school and they get taught, right? You walk out of Irvine and you have this sense of confidence that, yeah, I was taught. And they're able to compete for top dollar jobs. But it's not the same in Little Saigon. We got talent. But the talent needs an environment to be nurtured. So just give us one good school. Just give us a fair chance for us to decide our future. Just one good school. And then we can go from there. That's what I hope. But what would I expect? Same old, same old. It's hard to change. I don't know why it's so hard for the adults to realize that they're sabotaging their kids' future. At the core, I don't think much will change.